Whoops. Good Sunday morning to you. Another gorgeous day here in Florida. Spent the day at the beach yesterday. There's two people here. Can you say hi so I can know who's here? Well, I don't really trust that thing because after I'm done, it says that more people were here. I don't know, but I'd like to say hi or hi. um, Again, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Stories. Let's talk about stories. The stories we have going in our minds about anything. We have stories about friends, stories about family, stories about ourselves. None of those stories are true. Those stories are what cloud what we really are. Every story you've got about your son, your daughter, your spouse, your mom, your dad, that's not who they are. It's a story that your mind has picked up about them. They are nothing but perfect love. And if you see them any less than that, you're hurting you and them. I was schooled on this week because I was judging my son as basically doing it wrong. And he needs my help. And he told me flat out, I don't need your help. You're so perfect for me. Because it's all been about judgment this week. Seeing where I'm judging someone else as doing life wrong. When I'm the one who sits here and talks about life doesn't get it wrong. Our perception is what's wrong from our mind. Oh, this was so good for me to see. Breathe. Anytime it feels uncomfortable, breathe right down the sides of your body, behind the stomach, right into the hips. Get out of the story and let it reorganize. Because our thoughts, hi, moments in time. Try to enjoy everyone. Sorry, I can't stay. Judy's calling. I must answer. You can't. Much love to you too, Jimmy. Thanks for popping in. I love you. just for popping in. You're just anyway. Um, Yeah, judgment. Judging anybody is hurting you. Anybody. The judgment you hold for somebody else hurts you, and you don't even know it. Because our little me, I'm stopping calling it the ego, because the little me is that little thing inside, that little entity that we think we are, and we aren't. Because pure love, perfect love. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you for being here. Perfect love is what we are. And when we judge somebody else as doing it wrong, 3 fingers are pointing back. 3 fingers are pointing back saying, I'm doing it wrong. God, it was such a huge lesson this week. It was perfect for me. And I thanked him and I apologized. I didn't see it. Because what I see is what's on the surface. The story I have about him and how he's doing life, where he's coming from. If I see him any less than perfect, love, I'm hurting him. Well, I'm hurting myself, because there is only one. That perfect love is oneness. It's a oneness. And any time a judgment comes up, it's hurting me. It's hurting this body. And it's hurting so we can see where we're judging. So we can see that it's not, the story is a lie. If it hurts in the body, you know that your body is your temple bell for you to know that what you're thinking and believing, the stories are not true. Your body is such a great barometer. It's literally, because your body follows mind. Your body, there's thoughts, stories that are believed in, and then the body reacts to them in pain because it knows it's not true. Literally, love is all that's true or real. Isn't that liberating? Isn't that comforting to know that love, and I'm not talking romantic love, the love that you have for someone, that's surface love. Because if they do something wrong, here comes the hate and the fighting. That's not love. Love is unconditional. Real love is unconditional. It's all encompassing. Yesterday, I saw a mother yelling. I was at the beach, so I saw a mother yell. This boy was having a great time in the water, and she spoke a different language, so I didn't know what she was saying, but I could feel her body energy. And the boy was just on his little boogie board. I don't know what was going on, but I know that she kept at him until he broke and went up. He went up on the beach and curled up in a ball and was bawling. So I had so much judgment just sitting there watching this unfold. There was judgment for that woman and how she's hurting the boy and how she broke his spirit. I had so many stories going on about her and how horrible she was to this poor child, poor victim child. So I'm watching all of this going on in my head. And the only reason I could judge that as wrong is if I'm judging myself as wrong. Because I have a belief in a past story that I broke the spirit of my son. And that's why he's angry today. All of that is a story that's not true. It's only being seen because that's what I'm believing. That was huge for me, for Lori to understand about herself. To be able to watch something that I've put out there for me to see where I'm thinking and believing already is huge. I don't even know how this is going to rearrange in this body, because once something like that, something big like that is seen and then breathed into, seeing that it's not true, there's reorganization that happens on its own. Life is doing it. Life is doing all of this. It's whether we are willing, just a little bit willing, to see where we are seeing something erroneously. It makes me think of Dr. Dyer, huh, Cynthia? Erroneously thinking and believing something that's not true. It directly comes from here, projected out. The only reason I could see it out there is if I'm thinking and believing it already. And just something that simple, being on the beach, was, it's constantly trying to get our attention. Anything that we fight or feel like is wrong, if we could just take a breath. Okay, show me what I'm thinking and believing. Show me what I'm thinking and believing that's not true, because I feel it. If it feels like shit in this body, you know you're thinking and believing something that's not true. Take a breath. It's automatic now to take the breath. Whenever somebody's telling me a story or whatever, that's how they're a victim of life or whatever, I automatically start breathing. It's automatic now, because that breath, the mind may think that that's too simple, but I'm telling you, when you take that breath, it gets you out of this and into your body. Where do you feel it? Where's that feeling? Then the reorganization can happen and you can see clearer. Did you ever wonder why you react to life the way you do? Why it hurts? Your body's your temple bell letting you know that whatever you're thinking and believing isn't true. It was such a beautiful lesson for me. Because we are that perfect love. And if I see someone else as less than perfect love, that's mine. It's mine. It's the thoughts, the stories I've got going. And that leads to forgiveness. If you can forgive someone else, you're forgiving yourself. Just like if you're judging someone else, you're judging yourself. Forgiveness is for this. It's not for the other person. If the other person didn't do anything wrong, it's only your perception of them doing something wrong that hurts. you, because it's coming from you. This is big. I don't know. I don't know. It's just seems to be a game changer. This game of life seems to be brings more peace within this body. With each thing that I look at and see wrong being a story projected from my own mind, forgiveness comes right there. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is my sticker. It's okay. Dear friend made these for me. I've given away all of them except this one. It's okay. You're okay. All of this is okay. Can you imagine going through life not fighting and seeing that it's okay when that contraction comes in because there's a judgment that it's wrong? And automatic, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's just you and me, Cynthia, this morning. I appreciate you. As you see, it's okay, no matter what it looks like in the world. The world is also a projection of your mind. As you see that it's okay, it seems like the awareness of, like the bird, like the sound of the palm fronds blowing in the breeze, the water, the birds going about their, I was going to say day. They don't have any idea what a day is. That's all ours. That's all projection too. There just seems to be a more calm and peace within, a more awareness of the abundance that's around. And I'm not talking money abundance, I'm just talking the realization that we are not separate from that. That's abundant. That's abundance to me. Abundance, breathing. Something we take for granted. That's abundance. There's an abundance of air to breathe. This brings me to a post I put out this week about the Indians. The elders told the boy that if all the green was taken away, there would be no life. If all the birds were taken away, there would be no life. It's all the animals and everything is all interconnected. Everything that we see out there, it's nature. If it was taken away, there would be no life. But if humans were taken away from this earth, humans were wiped out, life would flourish. That was huge. I see that. I see that as I'm picking up the trash on the beach yesterday. I picked up a lot of trash. And I can't judge it as wrong. It's just more for me to see where I'm judging. If I pick it up in with hatred of the humans, that's hurting me. I'm perceiving all that trash for me to see. It's not wrong, but I can be picking it up where my girlfriend knows. She's like, okay, so as we walked is when we saw it. I just kept picking up more and more, and then we went and sat down, and the trash was coming to us. She goes, it's coming to us now. So I just kept filling my bag. From now on, I'm taking an actual trash bag to the beach. Anyway, um, then we had a whole bunch of pelicans literally come in front of us. Like they were like a whole bunch of them just descended right in front of us in the water because we were at the water's edge. That was the coolest thing. They came to us too. Doesn't have to mean anything, but I saw my mind searching for meaning. It was just so cool to have them that close to us because I always see them from afar. Nature just reminds me who I am. The perfect love. Every bird, every blade of grass, every tree, the sky. We are that. We're not separate from that. As you see a bird soaring, it's not separate with life. There's no little me in there saying it should go here, there, or everywhere. It's just flowing, flowing with it. Where do we flow with it, and where do we fight it? That's the question. As these realizations come, the body seems to relax more. It seems to chill out, become at peace within. And that's my goal. If there's a goal in life, it's just peace within for me and for everyone. Because anytime there's fighting, whether in your immediate life or in countries, it's a misunderstanding. It's just not knowing who you are. If everyone knew they were perfect love, there'd be no fighting. There'd be zero fighting. So that's what we're on a journey of. Finding the perfect love we were as babies. Coming back to that. And I'm not saying that there's no emotions that arise, but they're for no one. They're just what happens, like a baby cries, gets over it. It doesn't hold on to what the reason why it cried. He doesn't hold on to blaming somebody else for why it cried or what it did wrong or what the little me comes up with. There's no little me in a baby yet. Yeah, that little me, that little self-centered thinking everything's about me. That's where all the pain and suffering comes from. But we can question it and come to realize that we are perfect love. If you want. So, it seems like it's done. Thank you for being here, whoever is here. Oh, hi, Justin. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday to you too. Good afternoon. It's early morning here. It's 9:30, almost 9:30 a.m. Oh, I wish you were here earlier. It says I have 0 viewers, and here you are. Anyway, this talk, Justin, was about um, what we talked about privately earlier. There's one. There's only one. And judgment. Anyway, I think it's done. Feels it. Thanks again for joining. And I'll see you again next Sunday. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel, like I always do. It'll be here later too when it's done processing or whatever. It'll show up if you want to go back. I appreciate you, Cynthia, so much. The story I have about you, it's pretty damn good. Cynthia and Lori. All right. I love you all. Thank you again. Have a great week. Bye.